Welcome to my Conny's in the Mix, Your Health and Your Money. I was airing for 3.5 years here in Florida on WNN, and I love to inform and educate people and motivate them to exercise and all that. So I was thinking it's time, besides just listening to me, it's a good idea to see me too. That's even more motivating. And also I want to bring you information from the German Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung, that's like the equal of the Wall Street Journal. Also from the Wall Street Journal, Fortune magazine, from Money magazine, Health magazine. So everything what has to do with health and money, because I'm a banker. I'm an economist from the University of Heidelberg in Germany, and I'm also a former IFBB German, European and world champion in bodybuilding. So money and health, that's my topic. And I would like to offer you here every week once a show which is like a mix of Bill Maher and Charlie Rose. They are my two favorites. But I want to tell you, I will not use the word fuck as often as Bill Maher does. Because you know what? Bill Maher is right now surprised that Obama is not coming on his show. He said that Obama was on every talk show what America is offering, but he didn't come to him to real time. And guess what? I think Obama is not coming to Bill Maher's show because every second word is fuck. And then 3 weeks ago he was smoking weed on the live show. And I just don't think that a United States president should go into a show where all this is happening. And I think that's probably the reason. And just in case my show makes it to American syndicated TV, I want to already work on that maybe one time an American president comes to my show. You know, just in case, you never know. So I will not use the fuck every second word. I will just use it once in a while when I think it's appropriate. But sometimes it will happen. So let me start with my first topic. This week my little cat got sick. And this is important because 76% of Americans have animals, minimum one, some even two or more. And my little cat got sick and I went to the emergency doctor. And guess what? She was sitting in the litter box and she could not pee, so I was afraid that something is with the bladder, and I wanted to have a specialist looking at Monday, 10:30 p.m. That's an emergency. So I went over there and the doctor told me now the following. I have to fork over, now listen, $736 for a complete blood count for 92, urine analysis 80, X-rays, the first view $116, second view $88. So looking twice at an X-ray cost the double. Electrolysis $40, general health profile $130, and the antibiotics $50, and there were some more things. So if a human has problems to go to the restroom, I will not have a full blood count. I will not have all that thing done. Guess what? I get just an antibiotics which is appropriate for urinary infection. So I was thinking maybe it's the same with the cat, and I said, you know what? I don't want to have all that. This is still a cat. And as a human, I don't get that, so I don't think it's necessary for an animal. So discussions, blah, blah, blah. At the very end, I said no, and I want the antibiotics, and that's all what we will try. So I got that. Now, you know, this is, in my eyes, this is really frauding people. These vets who do that, they use the love of the animal, what you feel, and make you afraid that something serious, that could be something serious. And then they really push you into spending almost $800 for a regular urinary infection, what every woman knows is not really a huge deal. It's something what you can treat with antibiotics, and then you change your food to a base, an anti-acid diet, and that's all what you have to do. That's the same with an animal, and you don't have to spend millions of dollars. And I cannot believe that some vets are doing that's taking advantage of people and of their love to their animals. And then I was thinking, you know, if they make all this money, that's probably a lot of money to make as a stockholder when you have some stocks in, I don't know, maybe companies who are dealing with nutrition for animals and all that. So I looked a little bit more into that, and Pet Supermarket is my my store where I buy all the food, and I looked into that, and Pet Supermarket just got sold from his owner Charles West for 480 million to private equity company Rogue Capital Group, and that means they are probably planning soon in the next 1 or 2 years to go public. And then I was looking into Petco, because that's also a huge company, also with animals. And if you have an animal, you know that. And they also got bought from TPG Private Equity and Leonard Grant and Partners, both private equity companies. And they also plan to go public soon. So I can tell you something. If you want to make serious money, there's a good idea to look out for Pet Supermarket and Petco, because there will be some money to make. All these people are spending all that money on nutrition for animals and all these playthings, everything what you go in there. It's unbelievable what they are offering for animals. Even when animals are sick, you can go there. And I can see I buy for my animals organic food. My oldest cat is 24 years old. Never saw an MD or a vet, and she is healthy, she is great, she gets always organic food. So the money what you put into food, then you save that with the vet probably. And also invest in some stocks here when they are coming out, when they go public, because it's a sure thing to make money on. Then I was reading the Wall Street Journal, as I do every day, and I found something very interesting. In the personal journal from the Wall Street Journal on March 2, that's a part of the Wall Street Journal, it says that there is a class in Wilmington. They teach in school economics, and they really deal with economic problems and teach young 6th, 7th, 8th graders how economics work, how elasticity works, how savings work, how saving and investment against each other, how the government works. And this teacher wrote his own books and teaches really how economics works without putting all this math in, because the math, I can tell you as an econom, this is horrible, boring, and you cannot bore these children, otherwise they are running out of the class. So they get educated what a command economy is. They get educated what free market is, what the advantages are. Like command economy means when my grandmother in Hungary, when she wanted to buy white shoelaces and they were just black, then they told her, you know what, the next 5 months we will just have the black one. So you rather buy the black one, and maybe one time you would need black, and then you are in a secure position. Otherwise, for the white one, you have to wait. This is how command economy is working. Not really the best thing. And that's not only with shoelaces, I can promise you that. So they teach all that, and I love that, because economics is important. And if you learn that when you are young, then you know how everything works and how a crash is working, because it's always coming, and you can prepare in advance that you don't go so far into debt that you get drowned right there. And this is here a lot of times a problem. I love that, and this teacher in Wilmington, I really love what she's doing, and congratulations for that. Also, I found something interesting again in the Wall Street Journal. Okay, I'm reading the Wall Street Journal a lot. It was about cancer and how exercise is really helping cancer patients to boost their immune system. It was in the Wall Street Journal on March 1st. You can look into that. Everybody who's interested in that, really, you can Google that article. Very important. It says, previous studies have found, for example, that breast cancer patients who exercise have a lower risk of recurrence and are less likely to die from their disease than women who are inactive. And this is now really proven. Very, very important. Cancer is such a huge topic everywhere in the world. You really need to do everything what you can to avoid it. And if exercising is helping before cancer, while you have cancer, and after your cancer treatment, please just work out, just go for a power walk. It will really change your life. And cancer cells cannot grow in an acidic environment. So try to alkaline your body. Drink a lot of lemon water. It is really helping you to stabilize your body and to go more into the alkaline part, so these cells are not thriving there. So this was my first show today here in the mix, and I hope you liked it. It will be always between 10 and 15 minutes, so not too long, so hopefully you don't get bored and you tune in every Friday around 2 p.m. Hopefully live stream. I'm still working on the live, and I will get there, but you will see the show. It will be then on YouTube regularly. In case you miss the live stream, then you can always look it up whenever you have time. Reboot your health and wealth today. Today is the day. Thank you so much.